Hello, everyone. I'm Adam, and thank you for joining me for this week's development update and community Q&A session. We've got a lot of stuff to cover today, and I'm going to try to leave as much time for questions as possible. So we're going to jump right in. So the lineup, latest updates, what we're currently working on, and today that is going to be including an update on Pathfinder Nexus bundles, and then upcoming what's on deck to be worked on. So, what our current priority is for what we're working on next. And then ask me anything. And I do mean anything. So you can preface that with the word question in chat right now. We have magical Demibot collecting those, and Demibot will serve those up to me at the end of the stream here today, and I will get through as many as I can in our time limit. So let's jump in with latest updates. So in Pathfinder Nexus Early Access, we now have content bundles that are going live today. So they might be live now. I think they could be live now. If they're not live now, they're going to be live very soon at some point here today. So those content bundles are going live, and that is going to include the Ultimate Bundle, the Rulebooks Bundle, Lost Omens Bundle, and Standalone Adventures Bundle. The one that we don't have up there at this point is the Adventure Paths Bundle. And that is because, as I've been sharing for the last few weeks, we have been waiting on the system for bundles to exist. And then we are going to get these adventure paths up as kind of like mini bundles, right? Because, adventure paths have individual pieces to them. So they are a bundle. And then we will have a bundle on a bundle at that point in time, too, with adventure paths that will then comprise an adventure paths bundle. So the first adventure path that we are releasing is Abomination Vaults, because it has just released a compiled edition that has some updates to it. So all of that content is going to be out, and that should be out this week. I mean, I don't want to say today. I don't necessarily want to say tomorrow, just in case we run into some hiccups with that. But Abomination Vaults is going to be live very soon. And then once we get the second adventure path up, then that is going to now become a bundle, and we would have an adventure paths bundle. And so all of that is going live as we're talking right now. And you should be able to check that out. We're going to talk more about bundles and how they work with previously purchased content credit at the end of the stream. We're also working on the character engine. So really just completely, I think I said last week, knee deep in things. And I would say that now we are, kind of gasping for air, up to our chin in everything that we're doing. But we are working on the visual scripting part of this. So we're actually starting to put data into the visual scripting language that's going to power what we're doing here. And then we are also going through ancestries and classes, which of course are core parts of the data for what's going on. So we are starting to hook those things up and get them to output to a very pre-alpha, prototypical version of the sheet. And that might not seem like, a lot of progress out there, but it's very exciting for us, because when things that you have designed start actually working and start pulling in data into the right places, for a software developer, that is good times. And so we're moving down the road on that. Can't wait to share more in the coming weeks. And then World of Darkness Nexus, which for that, since we have multiple games here, it's actually going to be Vampire the Masquerade Nexus is going to be the first one that we're doing here, because we're going to do that by game. But Vampire Nexus with the core book, Camarilla, Anarch, and the free Vampire the Masquerade Companion, all of that is in progress too. We hope to have more news to share very soon with when that is going to go live into early access with the digital reader and the compendium for that vampire content. It is coming together on our side, and I am using it. I actually used it in a game this weekend, and it was great to have that content at my fingertips. So really wonderful stuff coming together there. And wonderful is not a word that you typically hear too frequently used with the World of Darkness. Not that it's not wonderful, but that might seem a little too sunny for that setting. But I'm going to still use it nonetheless. And I know that we also have the Second Inquisition is released, I believe, today. And so following the early access release, we're going to be working on that book as well. And that will be the next thing that gets caught up into Vampire Nexus. So lots of activity going on. The team is very busy making lots of progress across the board. We're really excited about it. Upcoming. So we've got to look again at the roadmap for early access in Pathfinder Nexus, and you can see that there aren't many updates there, but there is a lot going on behind the color-coded text, as I was just sharing. And then tonight, keep in mind that we do not have our regular episode of Children of Erte at 6 p.m. Pacific, but we are going to have our monthly after show on the Erte. And this is hosted by Sam DeLev. And tonight's guest is Jen Kretschmer, my friend. I can't wait to hear what she has to say about everything that's going on in the show. Mm-hmm. This after show has really turned out great. I've loved the first 2 episodes. I can't wait until every cast member has had their turn to talk about what is happening in this incredible story that's going on. It is it's been really special seeing all of this come together, and it's really wonderful to play with these incredibly talented players that are in that cast. And at the end of the day, Dungeons and Dragons is supposed to be fun, and we are having a blast playing together. And I love that we have audience members out there who are following us on the journey, and I hope that you're also having a blast. All right, so after show tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific. Let's jump into talking about bundles. So on bundles, one second. Okay. Just wanted to check. We use Slack, and my Slack was lighting up like a Christmas tree, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have something on my face or whatever. So, but yeah. So bundles are going to be live. At some point today is we're in the process of that all going live now. And so as these bundles come up, you're going to see that I'm going to start on the right of the screen here and talk about the standalone adventures bundle. We've got Lost Omens bundle that's going to have all of that Lost Omens setting content, is what Paizo calls that, and then rule books bundle. And so for all of those, you're going to get 15% off all of the sources that are contained inside that bundle. So that is going to happen now, and it's going to happen future. Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about previously purchased content credit in a moment, but at the end of the day, for all of those different bundles, you are going to secure that 15% discount for the various types of sources that comprise the bundle. So again, if I have all the standalone adventures and I buy that bundle today, then I am going to spend $150-ish there, and I'm going to have all the standalone adventures that exist and are on the platform today. When a new one of those is released in the future, and I believe, yes, I think we're caught up on all the standalone adventures. So I started to say if we catch up one of those, but I think we're caught up on standalone adventures. But if a new one releases, and I can't quite remember, there's so many books for Pathfinder that are coming out with that. I can't remember when the next standalone adventure is, but whenever that is, when that comes out, you can pick that up, and that will have the 15% discount. So buying the bundle is going to secure that discount for any of the products of that type within that bundle, now and going forward. So that's the important thing to note about bundles. And then, of course, we have the ultimate bundle that is going to include everything on Pathfinder Nexus that you unlock through a purchase That is going to be the ultimate bundle. The word ultimate is very intentional, that it's going to have everything in it. And so the ultimate bundle is going to get you a whopping 25% off, on top of any other things with Paizo Connect and some of the things that we're going to talk about in a second. So 25% off with the ultimate bundle. If you take that plunge, then anything that comes out in the ultimate bundle in the future, like any of this digital content for Pathfinder, you will get a 25% discount off of that going forward as well. And then finally, coming soon, as I said before, the Adventure Paths bundle is going to come, after we release Abomination Vaults. That will be our first adventure path. As we start to catch those up, the moment that we have more than one adventure path, that will become a bundle. And then any same thing there, that it will be 15% off. So if you purchase the Adventure Paths bundle for the 2 adventure paths that we will have in it to start, as we catch up all the other adventure paths, you will be able to secure that 15% discount as that catalog is caught up, and then as any new adventure paths come out in the future. If anyone has questions about that, I hope that what I'm about to go through might answer some of them, but feel free to also ask in chat, preface with the word question, and we'll get to those shortly. All right, so jumping in on bundles and previously purchased content credit. So this is the core principle behind how this works. I will never forget the first time that I saw something like this at play. I had bought, I was considering buying something on Amazon Prime Video. And my wife and I were trying to decide if we wanted to buy the season or not. And we were like, well, we don't really know if we're going to like it. And we were like, well, let's just buy the first episode and see if we like it. And then we will, take the plunge on the full season if we like it. And so after we bought that first episode, we did like it. And for the life of me, I can't remember what the show was, because we watch a lot of shows. But after we did that, we went back to buy the season of the show, and it reduced the price of the season by the cost of the episode that we had purchased. And so that was, kind of the driving principle behind in the former life, where, we had tried to do this, and then we are prioritizing it here with what's going on with Demiplane and our Nexus platform. And so buying part of a bundle earns credit toward the total cost of the bundle equal to the money spent. And so this is, the most fair way that we can, figure out to do this. And so what that means is, if you have a bundle, and I'm going to just use easy math for now, because I definitely can't do hard math on the fly. So we're going to say if a bundle is $100 and you buy a product within that bundle for, let's say, $20, then that means that you could unlock all the rest of that bundle for the $80. So pretty straightforward there. If you buy the product for $20, but it is regular, let's say the regular cost of that is $30, and you buy it for $20 because you have a discount code through a promotion that we're doing, or whatever else. You pick up a code on a big screen at a convention somewhere, whatever the case is. If you pick that up for $20, but it is regularly $30, then you are going to still get credit for the $20 that you spent. You will not get the $30 full cost of that credit, because the promotional parts of that do not come into play. But any money that you spend into it, you are going to end up getting, credit for the money that you're spending. Now, what I just shared is for promotions and the like. We do have a special case here with Pathfinder and with what Paizo does through Paizo Connect. And so I'm going to try to explain that here too. But the way that Paizo Connect works is you are able to link your Paizo.com account with your Demiplane Pathfinder Nexus account. And after you do so, if you happen to own the PDF of any of the sources on Pathfinder Nexus that we have caught up to digitizing in early access here, if you own any of those PDFs, you will get a deep discount on unlocking the Demiplane source and the access to that source on Pathfinder Nexus. And so, as a part of that, the typical example of that is if a rule book is $29.99 and you have your account connected, and that PDF price is the typical price, and typical is a little dangerous there, but the typical price over on Paizo.com, then that is going to allow you to unlock the Demiplane access for $19.99 instead of $29.99. So with all of that working with Paizo Connect, the way that the bundles work is any Paizo Connect discounts are taken off the top of whatever the full price would be for that bundle. So if we have the Ultimate Bundle, has all of the different Paizo products that are available for sale in that Ultimate Bundle, then you are able to, and let's say that you own 3 different PDFs through your Paizo.com account. And let's say that the discounts that you get from those 3 would be, a total of $30. Mm-hmm. So the $30 there would be taken off right off the top, just completely shaved off the top of what the normal cost would be for the Ultimate Bundle. The Paizo Connect discounts are shaved off the top. And then after that, you will then get for the Ultimate Bundle, 25% discount. So again, for clarity's sake, you are still getting the Paizo Connect discount. That's taken off the top. And then 25% after that is taken off for the Ultimate Bundle piece there. And so again, hopefully, this is a little complicated because I'm having to take some time to explain this. At the end of the day, we are hoping that is as simple and straightforward as we can make it. And I think that once you start engaging with these bundles, it's going to become really clear how that previously purchased content credit works. So we're going to go through 3 quick examples to illustrate that a little bit further. So the first example, we've got a rule books bundle. And with the rule books bundle, let's just say that for this example, there is no Paizo Connect at play. For whatever reason, you do not have any of the PDFs on Paizo.com at this point in time. If that is the case, then the regular cost for the rule books bundle will be $229.42. After you buy the core rule book on Pathfinder Nexus for $29.99 and the Advanced Player's Guide for $29.99, now you can unlock the rule books bundle for $169.44. So the math down there is the normal $229 minus 29 will equal the $169. So I'm getting credit for those purchases, all the money that I spent, and it is reducing the bundle by that amount. So that's kind of the simplest example. So let's go to example 2 here. So on example 2, we still have the same rule books bundle, but then this time we do have Paizo Connect, and on Paizo.com, I own the core rule book, and the core rule book reduces my typical price by $10. And when that reduces that, I would be paying for the core rule book at $19.99. So then that is taken off the normal total cost of what all the rule books would cost. And then once that's shaved off, then we're taking 15% off of that, which will produce the price for that rule book of $220.92. And that may be off a cent or two because that was me manually doing math instead of letting the system do it. But either way, that is what the price of that rule book is going to be, within a cent or so. And then after buying the core rule book, and because I have that Paizo Connect discount on that, I'm going to pay $19.99 for the core rule book. And then I'm going to pay $29.99 for the Advanced Player's Guide because I don't own it on Paizo.com. Then that means I can unlock the rule books bundle for $170.94. And you can see that math down there. So again, getting credit for what you've paid for there. All right, and then we will finish up here with one more example. So let's see. We've got example. Well, that may be wrong. I'm going to try to see if this works. Like I just changed that on the fly. So it went from example 1 to example 3. It's magic. So example 3, this time we're talking about the ultimate bundle. And this is an example to hopefully illustrate that you can also buy bundles, and bundles will give that previously purchased content credit as well. And so with the ultimate bundle, we're just going to take the simpler path here of there's no Paizo Connect at play. The ultimate bundle $643.28. So with that, I can buy the rulebooks bundle for $229.42, and I can buy the standalone adventures bundle for $151.22. And what I paid in for those two bundles means that I can unlock the ultimate bundle now for $262.64. So again, the key here is it can be individual sources are going to apply to the previously purchased content credit for whatever bundle it is contained therein. But then since all of the bundles that are rule books, Lost Omens, standalone adventures, since all of those bundles are parts of the ultimate bundle, then all of those also are going to provide the same type of credit toward the purchase of the ultimate bundle. And the logic is going to work similarly for adventure paths. Now, one thing I will say is adventure paths down at the lowest level of an adventure path. So we've got Abomination Vaults, and I think the individual chapters of that, I'm never going to remember what they say. I know Gauntlet is one of them with some more. So all of those the three different individual chapters of that bundle for the full adventure path. No discounts are provided there because that at the end of the day, that combined three pieces of the adventure path are treated as a source. But that source then folds up into an adventure paths bundle, plural. And when it hits that, that's where the 15% discount kicks in. And any individual piece of the adventure path is going to provide credit toward buying the whole thing. And then if you buy the whole thing there, it will provide credit toward the adventure paths plural bundle. And then that will also provide previously purchased content credit for whatever you spend toward the ultimate bundle because it belongs to that. And that's how all of that folds up all along the way. So I hope I haven't confused anyone too much out there. But in practice, I think it's going to be pretty clear that, again, the core conceit here is anything that you're spending in, you're getting credit for that if it is part of any of these bundles. All right, I think it is time for questions. Let's see what we've got. All right, have a few come in. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask those. Put the word question in front of it in chat there. Jadask, is there a plan for Chicago and Blood Gods to bring in the Hecata and Lasombra to VTM? Yes, absolutely. Any and all of the official content will be digitized and be available on Vampire the Masquerade Nexus. And then we are going to be, getting to work on, Hunter the Reckoning Nexus as soon as we are able to do so. And so with that, all of the clans are going to be available. It won't be there right away at the start, but it is going to get caught up, and we're going to be catching that up as quickly as we can. AKA Kira, to confirm, only the Ultimate Bundle is currently available, but the others should be there soon. Yeah. And, as far as that goes, again, we are going in the process of going live. And so I'm not even positive that the Ultimate Bundle is available for purchase. You might see a banner for where that's going to exist on the sources page. But yes, at some point later today, as all of the codes, this is one of our biggest deploys from a timing perspective that we've had, because this is really the first deploy since the very, very first that we had that is touching payments and all of that. And so again, lots and lots of steps, lots of testing that we've done in the last few weeks to do everything that we can to be as responsible as we can be with people's money out there. And so ultimately, it is in the process of rolling out. And we will. You can certainly keep an eye. You don't have to watch the pot while it's boiling. You can keep an eye on social media and all these places that as soon as all of the bundles are available for purchase, we're going to be sharing that there as well. Let's see, caffeine will we also be seeing gifting soon as well. That is not on the short term roadmap, but it is something that is definitely on the roadmap. And the good news is we have the ability to redeem product key codes already. So that's not happening much yet because we haven't provided too many codes out there. But for instance, with Marvel Multiverse Nexus, we have if you are a Marvel insider, so kind of in that fan club and VIP program that Marvel has. Some people have been able to unlock through activity some product key codes for the playtest rulebook, and we do have all of that functionality working for Demiplane. And it is a good bet that that kind of redemption would kind of be at the heart of whatever happens with gifting for us. So we have some of the pieces in place, but gifting itself is not on the short-term roadmap, but it is definitely on the roadmap and something that we plan to do. Anchor 89, if I've already bought all of the Lost Omen and rulebooks so far, will the bundles for those still show up for purchase? So once you own everything within a bundle, it will be removed from the line items in the sources page. So if you happen to own everything, then the ultimate bundle, the placement for that on the sources page is removed. And in your case, you said Lost Omens and rule books, so those should not show up for you on the sources page. If they happen to, we would love to hear about that because those are things that we need to, address and fix. But yes, the idea is that once you own everything within that option as available for purchase will disappear. And then that gives me a good opportunity to talk about. So, as a new product, so for instance, if they release a new Lost Omens book into that, then that bundle possibility and potential will show back up. And again, if you buy the individual book or the bundle, it literally will come out the same in the wash. So either one of those will then remove that again. So basically, it's just there to give you the ability to, if you miss 4 Lost Omen books, it would give you the ability to catch up on all of those quickly one time in that one place. And then it would remove itself because now you are caught up and have all the Lost Omen books. Defcon Shazbot. If I buy the Ultimate Bundle and later a new book is released, do I buy the Ultimate Bundle again, minus all the credit for the own books, to acquire the new book with discount, or will the Ultimate discount simply be applied to all new book releases? So the way that will work is, again, primarily because, in a circumstance where, let's say we release 3 books at one time on a single day, which absolutely with, Pathfinder can happen. If we did that, then what is going to happen if you buy the Ultimate Bundle today, and then let's say a week from now, those 3 books land on the same day, then you will see the Ultimate Bundle reappear as available for purchase. And you could go to that Ultimate Bundle and buy all those 3 books at once by buying the Ultimate Bundle, again there. Or you could go to those 3 books individually and purchase those, and it would have the same effect. So yes, the discount is going to be applied on any of those things. And either way that you enter into that process, the discount will be applied. AKA Kira, is the Adventure Pass bundle part of the Ultimate Bundle from ripguardian, maybe? Yes, it will be part of that. So the idea with Ultimate Bundle One of the reasons that we do provide the other, types of bundles is that, if there's a type of content that you don't necessarily, want to unlock, then you have the flexibility and options to do that with the kinds of content that you do want to unlock. And so the ultimate bundle, however, is intended as the place that, everything that is available for purchase would be included in that ultimate bundle. The exception to that could be, and again, we haven't made all the decisions on this point yet, but if and when we got to a point where Pathfinder Society, modules were released, we will be making some decisions at that point whether that enters the ultimate bundle or not. But again, the intent is we want it to do that, at a minimum for all of the core released products within the Pathfinder line. You will be able to find those in the ultimate bundle. And again, as we continue to go along, we may introduce other bundle types as we are able to catch up different types of content, or if Paizo introduces new types of content, that is a possibility as we go forward. All right. I don't see any other questions, and we're a little over time anyway. I appreciate everyone joining me today. If you have any other questions about that, Discord's a great place for that. Our forums are a great place for that. We've got a very helpful team that is, monitoring all of those places and willing to get into that and answer your questions. You can hit me up on Twitter at Bad Eye Adam. Happy to answer them there as well. And I appreciate you joining me. Hope everybody has a good week, and we'll see you next time. Later, Gators.